Weather's looking real choppy here down in Ocean City, Maryland, because there is a hurricane currently on its way up to New England. But hello, my friends. That's right, we're finally here in Ocean City, Maryland. There's a couple of rides that we need to get on here, get those credits before the weather gets any worse. So I invite you to come along. Let's get this started. Well, it's drizzling lightly now, and I can hear the lifeguards trying to bring people in. I tried driving down here to try to avoid it, but just couldn't get here before the rain came in. But I think it's supposed to be a little short-lived. Talk about some moody skies, my goodness. Right here next to the fishing pier. I'm gonna just turn around here and we're looking at Jolly Roger at the pier. Despite the drizzle, it looks like all the rides are operating. I just saw that slingshot go. It'll come back down right now. Oh, that's cool. Let's head on in. So I ended up picking up the wristband. I'm gonna put up all the different options that there are. There is like paper ride. There is a multitude of wristbands. I'm not quite sure how to break that down for you, but I'm putting it up on the screen now. I'll put a link in the description. That stuff is liable to change as like COVID stuff calms down and all that. But behind me, this is very reminiscent of the looping star that's over at Keensburg Amusement Park, or Keensburg Beach Amusement Park. I forget what exactly it's called. However, I've never seen one of these operate because that one has not been operating since at least last year and is not operating this year. That is awesome. So I'm gonna go check this one out. I'll be right back. Just got done. Rough little ride. The operator didn't give me an opportunity to take a seat and put me right in the front. Ride experience was okay. It was kind of bumpy. It didn't buck or anything like that, but there was just some points where you found yourself getting tossed side to side. I don't know what the descriptor is for that, but it was a little rattly. Otherwise, the loop, I expected it to be a lot rougher than it was. It was actually pretty smooth, and then the rest of the layout, once you got out of the loop, was okay. It's just like the first half of it. First time getting on one of these, I think I mentioned that because that one at Keensburg had been closed for so long, for like at least 2 years now. So that's the only roller coaster that's here at the pier. There is an additional location on 30th Street apparently, or that's what they were telling me, that I can use this wristband at. So I'm just taking a quick look here at what else they have. They have a Himalaya Music Express style ride called the Hurricane. Then next to the Himalaya Music Express ride, we have Morbid Manor. Oh my goodness, this looks like a pretty insane little dark ride. I don't know if I have enough time. I'm thinking that with the line I should be able to get on real quick though. But right next to that is a lovely little two-tier merry-go-round carousel thing, but it just has benches up at the top. I've never seen one that has had this open, and that's mighty tempting to try as well. In addition to that, they have this Power Surge flat ride, which looks pretty insane. It is still drizzling lightly, so I wonder what that experience is like. You spin so much on this. They also have a pretty straightforward little Ferris wheel that I bet you gives you some pretty awesome views there. In between all these rides here, they do have a bunch of midway games. So far, it's looking like a pretty chill place, a little loud, but the other thing I've noticed, it is very well staffed. What is this, the Twister? Oh, I haven't seen the Twister in forever. That looks fun. I don't know if any of y'all have been on one of these, but if they go all the way upside down, these things are crazy. They're very intense. I actually got dizzy on this. I think I went on it over at Quasi. They have something similar to this, but yeah, it's pretty intense. Here is the Kraken. I have not seen a flat ride like this. I wonder who makes it, but it looks like it's got a bunch of different patterns that it can make as it goes up and down. As I wait for that ride to load so we can watch it in action, this I believe is their new for 2021 drop tower, but it's a drop and twist. I don't know how it twists because up at the top there, that looks to be about stationary for the cables. So I guess maybe we'll wait for both of these to start up and we'll see how they look. This thing looks nuts. It has a bunch of different patterns. I've never seen anything like it before. That's really cool. It makes me think of something that like us would put together. I've never heard of this. I gotta look it up. But the other thing is that I didn't realize on that spin and twist, whatever it's called, or drop and twist, that it would actually, the entire thing would actually rotate. That is wild. Anyway, I think we're just about done checking this place out, and it's time to move on to the next location. What's up, guys? Next up is Trimper's Ride. Can I get the sign in there? Yeah, kind of. You kind of see it. Trimper Rides, not Trimpers. Trimper Rides. Oops. There, I believe, is 2 coasters here to check out. We'll take a little walk around the park, and then it's on to the next place. Much like Jolly Roger, they have a different setup here with pay-per-ride options, and then they also have daytime, nighttime, and mega pass for the wristbands. And if you're wondering about the loud music, it's coming from this Himalaya. I thought from the backside when I was walking over here it was a Thunderbolt. Then next to that is one of these Gravitron type rides, an Area 51. And then right in front of me, or right behind me, is, I believe, a Vekoma boomerang. So it looks like this one is called the Tidal Wave. It looks like there's finally resetting. I see that thing coming back, whatever that thing that catches the train is. But this looks like a pretty chill little park, a mixture of some pretty big rides. I didn't expect a boomerang to be here. Some midway games, and then a bunch of kiddie rides. So here's a look at a good old SBF Visa spinning coaster, which is called Spinning Coaster. No hamster wheel trains here. All right, so across from there, they do have a Pirates Cove kind of walk-through attraction. And then out here, this caught my eye. It's called Magnum. I don't know if it's about to go or if it's slowing down, but we're gonna hang out and see what the heck this thing does. And right next to that, where all the loud music's coming from, it's called the Rock and Roll, which is, it looks very similar to like a Thunderbolt style ride. Looks like they also have a mirror maze, but I wanted to come up here and show y'all where the Welcome to Ocean City sign is. Right here in front of the parking lot before you get to the actual boardwalk itself, which is over that way to the left. I feel like I've seen this flat ride before. Maybe one of you guys knows what it's called, this style, but it doesn't look like it flips quite as much as it's supposed to. It looks pretty crazy, but it kind of just swings back and forth in that little bucket. All right, guys, let's get ready for this one. I'm preparing for pain here. Okay, so I just got done with the 2 coasters here. This little guy here was actually surprisingly smooth going in, and then when it catched before you start going backwards, you know how it's to catch and then take you up? That was rough. It was loud, and I could see the train, like each of the cars going like this when it caught. The forces going backwards. I don't know if it's messing with me. I don't know if it's a new thing now because my body's kind of different since I had heart surgery, but whew, that was, I felt it. I felt it going backwards, like on the edge of graying out, honestly. And the spinning coaster was kind of your standard SBF Visa spinning coaster. So not too much to report there, but the park is pretty cool for, you know, spend a couple hours here if you got kids or something. It's perfect for them, you know? So now we're here in this building, and wow, this is for a tiny little kiddie train, this has some serious theming. It has a waterfall, there's a saloon, and a jail that this poor guy is in. I don't know if you can make him out. Stop. This was one of the old ticket booths? Shut up. That is like crazy detailed. Oh my gosh, but sure enough, that was a ticket booth. That is so cool. Forgive the glare, but judging by some of these photos that I'm seeing and looking at the way they're dressed, this has to be a pretty old park. So this is pretty cool. They have a non-functioning pipe organ right here. It's a lot smaller than some of the Wurlitzers and other pipe organs that I've seen by Carousels, but I found out that they do have a pretty intense carousel over here. So from what I was able to find out, this park opened in the 1890s, way back when. They had like a whip, they had the Ferris wheel, they had very basic rides. They fought with storms here and there. And then in 1812, this Herschel Spillman merry-go-round was purchased and has been here ever since. It's pretty crazy. And not a lot of people know that the carousels only have horses while the merry-go-rounds have assorted animals, basically. So yeah, this has been beautifully maintained. It doesn't have like the full cover that you come to expect. Maybe this has always been indoors, perhaps, but it does have a lot of different animals, particularly over this way. This is the first merry-go-round I've seen outside of Great Adventure that has a chicken on it. But yeah, just going around the carousel here, wow, this is beautiful. It looks like it's been pretty well maintained, given some love, despite the location right by the ocean, which is usually, you know, salty wind coming on through here. Man, this is gorgeous. One little detail that I noticed that isn't common is that these have kind of like tiers. I've never seen like a raised step on a carousel before, or at least noticed one, because I could make myself a liar and say I've never been on it, but maybe a carousel or merry-go-round that I've encountered before did. But man, I'm just admiring like the details on these. That is some hand-carved goodness. So while that is really cool, I have never seen anything like this. Look how little these horses are. It is a miniature carousel. Oh my gosh. They're so tiny. Look how small they are. And then, if that wasn't enough, they have like a baby whip, like a vintage baby whip over here. How crazy. I love it. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. That looks forceful. So that was Trimper's Rides. This has got a cool vibe, very vintage. Not as modern as Jolly Roger, I would say, in terms of the rides. They just have, especially the kiddie rides, man, I wonder how old some of those are. But anyway, before I get too rambly on that, we're gonna head over now to the second part. Jolly Roger has two locations here. One is at the Pier, and then there's another one on 30th Street or something like that. And that's our next stop. All right, we got one more stop to make here. We are at Jolly Roger Amusement Park, not Jolly Roger at the Pier. It's a little bigger. We're gonna explore. Let's go in. As we make our entrance into the park, I spy a tilt-a-whirl Buccaneer style. Is that a zipper back there? I haven't been on one of those in forever. Then small kiddie rides, small spinning rides here. I see the sun is creating some gloominess. Is that some spinning monkeys? Oh my goodness. And then there's like really tall pirates everywhere. There's one there, and then there were a couple right at the front here. I don't think I even mentioned it, but this location for Jolly Roger has a water park, a mini golf course, and go-karts. There's a lot of stuff to check out that I probably won't include in this video. Just want to make you aware of it. Passing the spinny monkeys here. I don't know why I'm calling them that. And then back there, the zipper, I kind of wish it was going so I could get a better look at it. Lighting is looking beautiful, but the sun is going to be right in my eyes here as we take a look at this carousel. This definitely looks like maybe a chance carousel, if I had to guess. I do like the decorative little fence that they have here. But some of these horses, they got some wild hair, huh? Look at this one. This is serious. I don't think I've ever seen one of those. That is like a miniature Buccaneer there. Then there's a little like jungle gym type of thing here. Bunch of kiddie rides. I see a fun slide, whole lot of things. And in the back there, I see some jungle golf. I can see some roller coasters over there in the distance, but I did want to make mention here what they call the different ports of call. The Speed World, which is their go-karts. They have extreme zip lines. They have Jolly Roger at the Pier, which we came from, and then the water park that I was mentioning. I do have one of those miniature railroads that goes around there. Really nice swing here. I do like that it does have pirate theming, like all the stuff on the top there is all pirates. That's pretty cool. Looks like they have their very own drop and twist. And I see the first credit here, which is the Sea Serpent. Oh my goodness, is it loud. All right, so that was kind of a fun little kiddie coaster. I think E&F Miller or whatever those are called. But here is another wacky worm. I think this might be my third one. How exciting. You can tell that this guy's excited too. Just look at his face. Ooh, the golden hour is real. So we got that wacky worm done just there. Passing underneath their Ferris wheel. Looks really nice. Now we're gonna head over to the next credit here. I believe this is Wildcat. It's a Schwarzkopf roller coaster. I don't think I've ridden anything quite like this. Certainly has a certain vibe to it, maybe 70s or 80s style of design. So I looked it up because I had a feeling, and yeah, it was Wildcat at Cedar Point from 70 to 78. And then after that, it was moved over to Valley Fair, known as Rails, from 79 up until 1998. And then eventually it made its way here. Supposedly on RCDB, it's been here since 2015, but then it doesn't really account for like a whole lot of years in between. Don't know. You know? Let me know down below. All right, so number one, that wasn't that bad. It was not rough at all because it was just a series of drops that were pretty good. It was like no side-to-side movement or anything like that. And number two, There was a little helix that was really nice. Oh, what a difference when I get good lighting. But number 3, most important of all, other than I actually enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. The lady who was working the photo booth to sell the photo memories had her dog with her, and so let's share some of that right now. Hi there. So relaxed. So he works with you all the time? Wow, he has like a very cushy job. He's got that cushion. He's all set. It's a he or a she? A he. What's it? Benji. Hi, Benji. What a life. Just hanging out at an amusement park all day. Must be great. Thank you. Moving on, it looks like their Music Express is called the Flying Dutchman. Oh, it doesn't go inside. It must be like a different type of model or something. Usually it goes like through something, like a little tunnel or something, right? Or am I going crazy? Now, right across from that, what the heck is this? Heart flip? I have never seen a flat ride like this. So that's pretty cool. I've never seen a heart-shaped flat ride like that before. And I think our last one is Barracuda, which is in front of me, now behind me. I thought it was a wild mouse at first, but I don't think it is. It looks very similar. It has that same vibe, but no, I don't think it is. You guys, I just figured out where I know this ride from. It used to be Flitzer over at Jenkinson's Boardwalk in Point Pleasant. I don't know, I wasn't doing like coaster enthusiast stuff, so this is still a new credit, but wow. All right, something that I wish I could have gotten on. I get a second chance at it here. So that was actually a lot of fun. It was deceivingly fun. I don't know, it didn't look like much, but for this type of park, it's the perfect thing. Wildcat might be a little more intense because of the drops, but this one kind of like is one giant corkscrew essentially. But here we are, last kind of attractions that I'm seeing is this kind of funhouse looking thing. And then it looks like they used to have shows, or maybe they did. It looks like a little circus ring here. Oh. All right, guys, I think that's gonna do it for me here at Ocean City, Maryland, credit hunting. I think we got, what was that? We had one looping star over at Jolly Roger by the Pier, or at the Pier. Then Trimper's Ride had 2. We had that Vekoma Boomerang Tidal Wave, and then the spinning coaster. We also, oh, while I'm mentioning Trimpers, I drove, or as I was driving out of the parking lot, I noticed there was a haunted house that I completely skipped. I'm so sorry, guys. Definitely looked like it was really cool. They had some fun music going. I completely spaced on grabbing that in the vlog, and yeah, my bad. Whole attraction that I missed. It looked like it was classic because it was on those coins, the souvenir coins that they had a machine for. Anyway, so there was 2 at Trimper's, then they had 4 here, so that makes 7 credits today. Hope you enjoyed following along. If you've been here, tell me some of the stuff that I might have missed, because I was focusing only on the coasters. I didn't really take in too much other than Ripley's, which I'll have another vlog for, and then some food. There was Thrasher's Fries, which had a line that was like 2 blocks long. It was ridiculous. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and I hope you go make your own adventure. Bye.